Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Today we're taking a look at 10 new Roku channels I think you should check out. Now most of these are fairly new within the last couple months. Some of them have been around longer, but I haven't really ever covered them or talked about them. I wanted to point them out here. Now this list is current as of August 2018 and hopefully it helps you find something cool and new to try out on your Roku. Whether you're a cord cutter or you just own a Roku. Now right off the bat, one of the services I want to check out is Nosey. Now this is a collection of daytime TV programming from everywhere from the 80s all the way through current. A lot of older content. Now they do have a lot of the talk shows like Sally. You know, if you want to relive your glory days staying home sick from school and watching some daytime TV, it's pretty cool there. But then they also have a lot of the Murray court shows in here. If you keep on going, you'll see a lot of the older court programming included with it, like Judge Alex. Then they also have a collection of reality shows, Fifth Wheel, Blind Date, American Gladiators. I remember growing up watching that on TV. They even have game shows here with their deal with Buzzer, which is an over-the-air TV network. They have Family Feud, Card Sharks, a Match Game, Press Your Luck. So they really do have a good collection of daytime TV, 100% free with ad supported. That's called Nosey, N-O-S-E-Y, and it includes free TV. Now, next up, one of the probably the coolest newer Roku channels that hasn't really got a lot of attention is the Adult Swim Roku channel. Now yes, if you have a cable login or you use like a live TV streaming service login that supports it, you can get more here. But there is 100% free content included, including these marathons. For instance, a little while ago, I was watching Rick and Morty. And it's a marathon though. You jump in wherever it is in that current play. It's just a stream that's continuously going, and wherever you land in it is where you land. When I launched it, it's ad supported, it plays an ad, randomly throughout the show it will play ads too. They do a pretty good job putting them right where they should be in the show so you're not being interrupted like some free services. So check out Robot Chicken, Squidables, Venture Brothers. There really is a ton of free content available with the Adult Swim app. And of course, you can always go and sign in with your live TV service or cable to get even more. Next up is Redbox. There are a lot of stores on Roku to buy movies and TV shows. Now, Redbox had one in the past. It was a deal with Verizon. It didn't work out. They shut it down. And then they brought this new service out sometime, I think within the last year. I'm not really sure exactly the release date. But it's really cool. It brings one more option to buy movies and TV shows. You say, Luke, I already got Vudu, Amazon, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango, all kinds of places to buy movies and TV shows. Why does it matter with Roku having one more? Well, sometimes they have movie deals on here that are not sales that are not happening on other services. Every now and then there is movies. For instance, King of the Hill. I absolutely love King of the Hill. For some reason, Amazon stopped selling King of the Hill on their Prime. YouTube has it, but not Amazon. I think Google Play, don't count me on that. But it is nice to have additional options on here. Roku doesn't care. They say, hey, we welcome all stores. There's other stores that I didn't even list down here. But Redbox is a great one. Of course, they have their deals, their newer movies, all available right here through Redbox. $1.99 rentals. Here's a great example. Sometimes a lot of these places will do these special rental deals where a lot of it's maybe not what you want to watch. Sometimes it is. Wasn't that a couple weeks ago, Amazon, for instance, had the new Black Panther movie. I think it was $2.99 rental, one weekend only. So check that as an option too, to keep an eye on for deals and sales out there to get the best deal on your movies. Now, if you are a fan of classic Alfred Hitchcock, there's a new Roku channel that has all of his older public domain content. Now, some of his content is still copyrighted for a variety of reasons. Some of it is not. So you can see like his Blackmail, Bon Voyage, Downhill, all kinds, Sabotage movie. One thing that's a little annoying is they list all the dates on here as 2018. You're going to have to look up like when was Secret Agent really filmed. Off the top of my head, I just don't remember. But it is pretty cool. These are ad-supported movies here, 100% free. It's called Alfred Hitchcock. It's a channel out there with right now 14 different movies currently available from Alfred Hitchcock. So that's a pretty cool one to check out. Even if you're not a big fan of classic movies, Alfred Hitchcock is such a legend in the world of movies. Kind of cool that Roku has a collection of his content 100% free. Next up is a newer channel called Twitch Zero. Twitch is a now Amazon-owned streaming service. It used to be owned independent. Amazon bought it recently, and it's kind of become the go-to place for a lot of content to stream video games, watch that. But it's expanded recently into TV shows, live news, talk shows, all kinds of stuff around here. And this year, the Thursday night football games that will air on Fox will also be streamed for free on Twitch. Problem is, Amazon pulled the official Twitch app from the Roku store. If you were lucky and you had the Twitch app installed before that happened, Amazon's continued to let it be there. If you didn't have the Amazon official Twitch channel on the Roku installed, you're out of luck. You can't install it anymore. But there's many different third-party ones reappearing, which is what Roku had before the official Twitch app came. The good news is this one is 100% free. A lot of them charge, and you notice it looks very similar to what the official Twitch app has. You can go in here and even sign in right here. You can log in with your account and be able to access all of your content, all your favorites, all right through here through the official Twitch app. Now again, 100% free. There are other versions out there that are paid, but this one is free. That's why I recommend it. Hasn't been out that long. Now the next one up is the K-State Wildcats. Now this is more of a category of different TV show or Roku channels I wanted to recommend. Increasingly, a lot of colleges and smaller sports leagues have been launching their own Roku channels. Now with this, you can see you get audio. You can listen to game audio from different things, including the soccer, volleyball. You can get videos from their men's golf on demand. They even have archives of replays of the baseball game from a few months ago. And then classic videos here. So it's a really cool collection of different news and videos, and even live audio. And I suspect there'll probably be live video of, depending on which app you have, of different sporting events. Now, this is the K-State one. There are a ton out there for smaller conferences. The Mountain West has one on here, if I remember right, others. If you're a college sports fan, I recommend checking this out, seeing if your college has a Roku channel like this, or if your conference has one. And it's a really cool way. Keep an eye out on this as a cool new feature coming out to Roku. Hopefully more schools, more conferences do this going forward. But this one was for the K-State Wildcats, a good collection of content. Check out the search to see if there's even more for you. Black and White Theater. Now this is another free kind of Roku channel that may not be for everybody, but it's really cool. They have a lot of like the Three Stooges, Mr. Ed is in here, a lot of older comedy movies and TV shows, and it's just the Lucy Show, the Hillbillies. So some early public domain Looney Tunes content. Popeye. So this is kind of a cool just collection of all kinds of free content out there. It is all public domain content, which some people forget that some of the Looney Tunes stuff is now public domain, especially the older black and white content. It's called Black and White Theater, 100% free. Check it out. All right, next up is Korea On Demand. Now, Korea has been one of the markets that's been kind of hard to stream in the United States illegally, when a lot of streaming services out there have been offering free international packages for different markets. Korea hasn't been one. Korean TV companies have been really tightly holding their content for legal distribution in the United States. It's been slowly appearing on things like, I think Tubi has a decent collection of them going right now. But there's this new Korea On Demand, which includes a collection of all kinds of different content. Now, some of this is, for instance, they even have news programming going on here. Some of their TV shows, some interviews. It's really a collection of a little bit of everything. There's a smorgasbord, I guess is the best way to describe this. Get beauty tips and more. So a little bit of everything Korean related. If you're from Korea or you just love Korea content, check this out. My wife was actually, for work, stationed in Korea for a year. Got to go over there, spend some time. South Korea, absolutely a beautiful country. Really loved our time there. And this is a great way to check out a ton of content from there. Next up, second to last channel, no particular order on these, is the Sundance channel, or Sundance TV, excuse me. Sundance TV if you're looking for this in the Roku channel store. So this is a ton of great Sundance content. They do have a lot of their originally produced content, some of the stuff that they have licensed, some roundtables where they talk about different programming, free episodes, even including some stuff like Law and Order on here. It's a mixture of content. If you're familiar with the Sundance movie festivals and others, that's kind of what you should expect from this. But it's kind of cool that it's on here. Check it out, especially if you're into movies and TV shows. Next up, like the K-State one, this one is more of an example of what you should look for. With the NFL season just about to start, many NFL teams recently have started to launch their own Roku channels, Fire TV channels, and other devices, which takes a lot of their videos they put on their website, on their YouTube, and on their social media, and puts it all in one spot right here. So you can see the coaches' corners, the different interviews recently with coaches, different features. So a little thing about the Hall of Fame ceremony that recently happened, some summer camps, and just kind of look at the different teams, different things on the head coach, historical highlights, which is pretty cool. And there's just a smattering of different content here. This Raiders may not be your team. Don't worry. I saw everything from the Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, Minnesota. I think they were actually one of the first to go out here. Not every NFL team currently has one. I would suspect that soon the Raiders or every NFL team will soon have a Roku channel like the Raiders do. So real quick, going over this again. Nosey, 100% free daytime TV. Adult Swim, mixture of free and paid if you get an account. Redbox, one more great new store. Alfred Hitchcock for classics. Twitch, 0. And even if you don't like watching video games, just for the NFL Thursday Night Football, that may be something to check out. K-State, good example of college sports going on Roku. Black and White Theater, Korea On Demand, Sundance TV, and Raiders Television. You're probably saying, hey Luke, how do I add these? If you on the left-hand side here, there's something called streaming channels. You click on that. A lot of these were in the new and notable section. You'll find a lot of these in here. The other way to check that is if you just go into the search box and you type in Nosey, Alfred Hitchcock, or whatever else you were looking for. This is a great way to find all the channels we just talked about. Hey, do you have a suggestion? What do you think of this list? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this, and hopefully we can help other people find some great new Roku channels for the Roku to expand the library of your content, 100% free. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. It really does help us. Every week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're right here answering your core kind related questions. Every week, we also post at the end of the week a weekly recap show with some of the biggest stories in the world of cord cutting, plus videos like this. Hey, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you next week.